Hey all, Pigeon Forge Rod Run 2015 Spring Edition, and of course we got the Dirty Dozen here. I want to make just a quick video, walk through, show you which 12 cars made it, just maybe give you a little comment on each one of them. So anyways, let me get the camera turned around, we'll take a walk through. There at the entrance we got 51 Plymouth Suburban Catnip. Who even knows that a Plymouth made a Suburban? This car was at Detroit 2 years ago, competed for the grade 8, and it didn't get chose for the grade 8, but I'll tell you what a cool car, and an even cooler dude that built it. I mean, Danny Katz. All right, so you got Danny Cat and a cool car. I mean, you know, how do you beat that, right? I don't know what happened there, but Danny is just one cool dude who built one cool car. And Danny, thanks so much for making the trip. Came all the way from Georgia, be part of the Dirty Dozen for 2015. Obviously, all these cars have been featured on my channel before, so you can see full features on these cars. Got Mike Rudders Nova. That is just one cool Nova, guys. If you've not seen this car, I didn't actually do a full-blown feature on it. I did a couple of minutes on it up at Louisville, and just haven't been able to sit down with Mike. Even he's so busy that he dropped the car off at the Dirty Dozen for me, and I haven't seen him since. So I know he's probably at work sanding on something, shaping something. But again, Mike, thanks so much for coming. We got Randy Best brought a I want to get the year right on this. It's a 37 Ford. A Ford and a Ford. Look at the stance on this pickup truck. I shot this truck at NSRA Nats in Knoxville a couple years ago, and I pulled to me because I loved the truck, the stance and all, and I just had my fingers crossed there wasn't a small block Chevy sitting up in there, and there wasn't. There was a Ford, so it was all good. Interior, way cool. It's got these sheriff stars in it. Tons of features, a truck that you can just stand back and look at for a while and keep picking up on. Wow, look at that, look how they did that. So Randy, boys at Indy Rod Shop, awesome job, guys. Now you know the GTO, right? Cool car from the factory, but Indy Street Rods, they have made, in my opinion, the coolest Judge. That is judgmental. I have loved this car since the first time I've seen it. I've shot a feature on it, and now I was so lucky to get them to bring this in for me. So fellas, thanks so much for making the trip. Made it all the way from Indiana to bring the car down here to the Dirty Dozen. But again, just one of my favorite cars. If you've not seen this car, take a look at it. I got Tony Lewis's Daytona Shelby. Now the thing I want to preach about this car is that everybody walks up to it and automatically thinks that's a super performance car or it's a factory 5 car, it's a kit car in some way, and it's not. This is a one-off, hand fabricated to the exact specifications that the original car was. Tony saw one of these when he was a little kid in a hotel parking lot on a trailer, and his parents pulled over to let him and his brother take a look at the car, and they were climbing all over it, he said, and he just fell in love with it. And it was number 15, and back in the day, this car was number 15 this week, but it might be number 83 next. So when he did this project, he set it back to the one that was just like the one he saw in the trailer. And the thing about that is that Bob Bondurant, who actually drove the car back in the day, has actually sat in his car and said he just can't believe it's a replica. It's almost like, you know, he wouldn't know that it wasn't his if somebody didn't tell him. So again, Tony, thanks for bringing it out. I know you've had the car stored for a little while, and it took some effort to bring it here, but man, thank you, thank you, thank you. I got Fat Jack Customs and his 34 Speedstar running a Nissan motor, right? One of the 17 invited to America's Most Beautiful Roadster show out in Pomona in January, and tons of features. Just was able to shoot the car a few weeks ago, but if you've not seen it, make sure you check it out. If you one of these guys that thinks it takes all kinds of high dollar equipment and a big shop and downdraft booth and everything to build a sweet hot rod, check out this video. Checked it, all this in his garage. He doesn't have no CNC machine, I have nothing. He's got a bandsaw and some files, and he ended up building this car. Custom convertible top, just goes on and on. So if you've not seen that one, make sure you check it out. I got classic restorations of Southern Indiana. Brought the Mustang, Black Diamond. I actually met these guys at a show up here in Pigeon Forge over this car. They've become great friends, and Pat and Dustin, everybody over there, I mean, they're just really good friends of me. We go out, we go to a lot of shows together, we have dinner together, we were in Vegas together. Just great guys, and they do awesome work, and I couldn't be more proud to have their car here. And they've come all the way from Indiana also. So if you've not seen this one, it's been a while ago that I shot it. I shot it about I'm thinking maybe even 2 years ago, 3 years ago. But we brought it out for the Dirty Dozen, man, and how cool is that? We got the, I want to get this right too. You guys, it's late in the day, and I don't remember all the years. It's got a 72 Plymouth Hemi Cuda. It's a recreation, but man, is it a nice one. I love the steel wheels. I like the white lettered tires. I first shot this car in Louisville. And right after I got done, I was like, yeah, I'd love to have that at the Dirty Dozen. Terry agreed to bring it in for me. This thing pounds the ground, makes your feet itch when you stand next to it, and it started. And Terry, again, thanks so much, brother. I really appreciate you bringing the car to the Dirty Dozen for me. I think everybody enjoyed it. I hope you had a good time, and man, thank you. And then Bubby and Tracy, 67 C10. See, there's another one, guys. If you're at home and you're wanting to build your own hot rod and you don't think you have what it takes in your garage, it took Bubby, I think, 6 or 7 years to build this truck, but him and some buddies built it in the garage. I met him at Cruising the Coast this year, and what a cool dude, you know? Just a really nice guy, and he was excited that I was interested in his truck. But man, watch the feature on it. This truck is just really nice. Got a great stance to it. Again, you know, this is a driver. I know it looks awful sweet to be a driver, but Bubby, not Buddy, but Bubby, did not build the thing to win awards and all kinds of things like that. Actually, he's been out of the sport for a long time, and he's just getting back, and this is what he built. And what a home run, brother. And what a pleasure to know you. I'm glad to call you my friend. I'm glad. And these folks came all the way from Louisiana to be part of the Dirty Dozen. And then we got the 63.5 Galaxy Code Blue. Ken Hollingsworth, thank you so much, brother, for bringing this car. I know this show. You had something else planned. You had to make other arrangements. But, man, I really appreciate it. And my buddy Eddie Dinkenberger, I call him Eddie Dink. He built it, a shop built it, man, a beautiful job. They do. Atomic Orange was a Nova that they built. That's where I first met Eddie at. And then he rolled up with Code Blue, and I have just been a fan since day one. I don't remember where I first saw the car at. I know it was in Columbus or in Nashville last year. Man, it's just a cool car, man. Everything about it's cool. But I don't remember where I first shot it. But again, all these cars have been featured on my channel already. Some, like the Daytona, was featured a few years back. So, you need help finding the links or whatever. I posted the whole Dirty Dozen feature videos over on my Facebook page. And if you're not a follower of me on Facebook, it's a good way to find out what shows I'll be at, what's going on, a lot of things that I can't communicate to you through video. But again, check out Code Blue if you've not seen it. 34 Plymouth, 5-window coupe, and Flamus. Roger Dodger, Impatience Creations. Guys I've known for a couple of years, you know what I'm saying? Just good friends of the channel, good friends of mine. Impatient Creations are down in Alabama. Yeah, they're down in Alabama near Birmingham, I think. But Dennis, you guys rocked it, man. You took the car back. It was cool before. You took it back, made it even cooler. If you've not seen the latest feature on this car, make sure you check it out. And Lieutenant Colonel Roger Davis, thank you, brother. You're always there to support the channel. Always do everything you can to help me get where I'm going. And bringing this car as far as you did for me, I can't tell you how much I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. The Big Oak Dart, right? 65 Dart. Grade 8 winner, 2015, guys. The Dirty Dozen had a current year Grade 8 winner in it. How cool is that? I met these guys a couple years ago in a parking lot. Quiz actually is the one that kind of introduced us. And they seen her and I walking through the parking lot and asked if they could, meet her or whatever. And then when I started talking, they were like, you do videos on the internet? Yeah, I watch those, man. And ever since then, we've been like family. I mean, just great friends, And I'm so glad that show car season's back, because I miss my family. And that's really out on the road my boys, my crew, we run with when we get to these shows and out chasing these hot rods, you know. I miss those guys. I don't get to see them a lot in Christmas time, through the holidays and all. Man, it's just a nice job. Beautiful, beautiful car. Again, grade 8 winner. Well, you know, what more needs to be said about that? Check out the feature. We actually got this car in bare metal 2 years before it appeared in Detroit. So you'll want to see that video too. There he goes, guys. The 2015 ScottieDTV Dirty Dozen. I want to give a big shout out to everybody that participated. I really appreciate you guys coming. There's no financial incentive to be here. It's just to get the honor of being here and to help me out. And man, I really appreciate that, guys. Thanks so much. Big shout out to Rod and ET Motor Gear. Rod helps me out with a ton of stuff. One being putting me here in this show, in the center of it, letting me display cars for my channel. I really appreciate that. And Byron Cooper and the organization that runs the Pigeon Forge Rod Run. Folks, I hope you enjoyed the 2015 Dirty Dozen. The ones of you got to see it for real, you all were pleased, you told me, and thanks so much for letting me know I did it right. I really appreciate that. If you didn't make it, we'll have cool cars in 2016. Got 4 or 5 already picked, so we almost got half the field already picked, and we're just coming through here. So if you're interested in getting your car on my channel, get with me. Let's look at it, see if it qualifies. We'll shoot it, and then from there we can see if we can get it in the Dirty Dozen. So again, folks, Spring Rod Run, Pigeon Forge 2015. Hope you all have enjoyed it. See ya.